What if Luffy took Ace's place in hell? We all remember the moment Luffy broke into Impel Down, risking everything to save his brother. But what if he never made it? What if he was the one chained up, tortured, and locked away in level 6? While Ace walked free, in this timeline, the world loses its future pirate king and gains something far more dangerous. Let's dive into a story where Luffy's fire didn't burn through the gates of hell, because this time, he never made it out. The Divergence, Luffy fails to save Ace. In the original timeline, Luffy storms through Impel Down, tearing through each level with the help of unlikely allies. But not here. In this timeline, Magellan is fully prepared. Intelligence reports warned him. Traps are laid. Luffy, reckless and enraged, charges straight into them. He gets past level 2, even level 4. But just before reaching Ace's cell, Magellan strikes. A direct blast of poison. No antidote, no second chance. Luffy collapses. And when he wakes up, he's not in the infirmary. He's in level 6, the silent pit where time, memory, and identity rot. Ace's fate, free but hollow. Meanwhile, Ace remains in his original cell, unaware of what's just happened. But the delay caused by the failed break-in gives Whitebeard's forces time to act. In a high-risk maneuver, the Whitebeard pirates intercept the marine transport ship. A fierce battle erupts, and by sheer force, Ace is rescued, but there's no celebration. The first words out of Ace's mouth are, "Where's Luffy?" Silence. No one knows. Then the report reaches them. Straw Hat Luffy, captured during Impel Down infiltration. Fate unknown. Ace is devastated. He was supposed to die. Luffy was supposed to save him. Now their roles have reversed. Driven by guilt, Ace begs Whitebeard, "Please, we have to go back." But Whitebeard shakes his head. "We already declared war once. Another battle like that, we lose everything." Ace is forced to live with the weight of a brother sacrificed in his place. Level 6, Luffy's Descent. Level 6 isn't just a prison, it's a void. There are no guards here, no lights, only whispers of inmates who should no longer exist. Luffy wakes up chained, starving, hallucinating. He's surrounded by monsters. Pirates erased from history. Warlords betrayed by the world government. Ancient giants who speak in riddles. Weeks pass, then months. Luffy carves tally marks into the stone with his fingernails. He loses track of time, of reality, but not of Ace, not of his crew. Even in the darkness, he imagines their voices. Zoro's silent resolve, Usopp's cowardly pep talks, Chopper crying, Nami yelling, Sanji cooking something dumb. He talks to them, laughs with them, but they're not there. His body weakens, but his spirit hardens. He begins to master advanced haki, not for combat, but for clarity. Garp's guilt and Dragon's decision. Back at Marine HQ, Garp reads the report in silence. Straw Hat Luffy, detained, level 6, no contact authorized. He slams his fist into the desk. Sengoku warns him, "You break him out and you betray the Marines." You know that, but Garp says nothing. Later, in the shadows of Baltigo, the revolutionaries receive the same intel. Dragon stares at the paper, expression unreadable. Ivankov shouts, "We have to save him. He's your son." Dragon replies, "If I save him now, the world will never see what he's capable of." But behind closed doors, Dragon starts preparing something, not a rescue, but a revolution timed to his escape. A world without Luffy, without Luffy. The Straw Hats never reunite. Sabaody remains broken, Fishman Island stays in darkness, Dressrosa falls deeper into tyranny, Doflamingo never gets exposed, Kaido rules unchecked, Law never forms his alliance, Big Mom never loses face, Wano never opens. Even worse, Blackbeard rises faster. He still steals Whitebeard's power. He still becomes a Yonko. But now, there's no Luffy to challenge him. No one to punch a celestial dragon. No one to shake the world awake. The era dims, and the world starts to forget the name Straw Hat. A face from the shadows. Years pass. Level 6 remains silent until one day it's not. A thunderous quake, screams, blood. The doors burst open, not from the outside, but the inside. One inmate escaped, and behind him walks Blackbeard. He's returned to recruit monsters for his crew, but when he finds Luffy, barely alive, he grins. Still breathing, huh? You're tougher than I thought, Joy Boy. He offers Luffy a deal. Join me, or rot forever. Luffy spits blood in his face. Blackbeard laughs and leaves him there, chained but unbroken. But something inside Luffy cracks, not breaks, changes. The fire reignites Luffy, humiliated, begins his transformation. He meditates, trains, talks to no one, until they start talking to him. He becomes a legend among the inmates. Some call him the Sun God, others the Silent King. But all of them follow when he finally stands and says, "We're getting out, not for revenge, for freedom." A riot explodes, level 6 burns, the prison collapses under its own fear, and Luffy, scarred, hollow-eyed but alive, escapes Impel Down. But before leaving, he carves one word into the stone wall of level 6, free. The Straw Hats return. Luffy limps ashore on Sabaody. No one recognizes him until he punches a marine across the archipelago. Tell the world, I'm back. Then, one by one, messages are sent. A bird lands in Zoro's dojo. A signal flashes in Witheria for Nami. An ancient tone reaches Robin. Frankie sees it in blueprints. Brooke hears it in a song. They all return. Older, stronger, different, but the same crew. And this time, they're following not just a captain, but a survivor of hell. The world shifts. The news spreads like wildfire. Straw Hat Luffy has escaped Impel Down. He's building an army of former prisoners. His bounty is reinstated, tripled. The Celestial Dragons panic. The Marines mobilize. Blackbeard smiles. But it's not just revenge that drives Luffy. It's justice. For Ace, for the lost years, for everyone the world government tried to erase. In this timeline, Luffy didn't save Ace. He took his place, and in doing so, he became something far more dangerous. A man who survived hell and came back for war. What would the final battle look like in this version of One Piece? Would Luffy go too far? Would the world accept him back? Or has he become something new entirely? Drop your theory in the comments.